Hello and welcome to part 2 of my Too Many Bones coverage. We're going to have a look inside the Tink the Bot Builder expansion. Before we do that, a couple of little clarifications. So this character here, although it is a sort of Gearloc character, it's actually a tyrant. It is not something that you can have on your side, or as far as I'm aware it's not. So that was a slight error in my video. I'd also like to point out that in the base game you actually get 4 dice trays, so you've got 2 characters in each tray and 2 empty dice boxes, which are really useful. But when you buy your expansions, they do in fact come with their own dice trays, so these might end up being spares. Alternatively, you can keep your characters in their expansion boxes and then use these trays to more securely hold your characters, or you can actually split your characters out of being 2 per box and have 1 per box. So that's up to you, and that's a nice little feature. Anyway, let's get inside the box and have a look at Tink, but before we do that, we'll have a quick look at the back. Okay, so looking at the back of the box here, you have the contents. So you get a reference sheet, which we can't see, your little mouse mat, and then you get a little dice box with a poker chip, your initiative marker, your stats, and then your actual skills, and that's all summarised down to the bottom here. And apparently this is a Gearloc engineer character who is also what's referred to as a melee ranged type of character, so he's good at both melee and ranged, and obviously he builds little technological doobries, these little things here, and they can fight for you. So he has kind of, for want of better words, pets that will fight with you. And he's also got some pretty cool abilities which you can unlock via your little player mat. So anyway, let's get inside the box. Okay, so on opening the box, you get this nice little insert here to hold your dice tray nice and securely. And let's quickly pop this open. Holds your dice well. It also will include your poker chip, and this is something else I might have commented on slightly wrong on the main game. On this side is an unmarked version of your character, and when you flip it over, if you look very closely, there are some little stars around the outside edge. Now those stars are for when you upgrade your character, so let's just move that to one side. So we've got a little reference sheet and then the little player mats, which are neoprene. So you start off with an innate ability, but if you upgrade your character, you can flip your token to get the little stars, and that means you've got your innate +1, which for this particular character is Bot Builder as standard and Wise Bot Builder when you upgrade. 3 health, 1 attack, 4 dex, 1 defense, and you can pop your little stat things in here, so +1, +2, +3, etc. So that's a nice little bit feature. You've got your active dice top left, locked dice top right, then various bits down the bottom here for your backup plan, and then your kind of skill dice go in here. There's 16 of those, and you'll notice each spot has a little number, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And correspondingly your dice, if it will focus, don't know if you can see that little 1 in the corner, and this dice pretty much has 5s on every face apart from a double bone, and your number 2 dice, slightly different face. So each character comes with 16 unique skill dice, and each dice is slightly different, and because of that you get a key for your dice, so your dice key here showing you what the icons do. You also get a pretty picture, the name and some fluff, how good this character is for co-op and solo play. Some little clarifications down here. Then on the back, your backup plan, some other clarifications, your innate abilities, a particular skill, and then what I do like is this bit up here, beginner build and strategy guide. So really nice little feature. So yeah, that's what you get in a character box. It's not bad. The key bit is trying to work out all these dice do and how that's going to mix up your game. And you get a nice little dice tray, so you can keep your character in the expansion box like that, nice and securely, and that's really nice. Or alternatively, if you want, you can actually transfer the dice tray into your main game box. Now what's interesting is this is actually 2 characters worth of dice, and you actually get space for 4 dice trays in your main game. So you do in fact get some extra dice trays, and these are really, really nice dice trays. Very impressed by them. And you've got a choice. If you buy all the expansion characters, you've got 3 extra characters worth of bits, so that's going to fill 1.5 of these trays. Or, as I say, you can keep them in the expansion boxes, and that then frees you up with your main game to decide what to do with these extra trays, because I've actually got down here the 2 sets of character dice, so 4 characters in total there, and then 2 trays there, which I could, if I wanted to, move the dice out of these trays here, put them over there. Alternatively, I could actually separate out the characters so each character has their own dice tray. And I am tempted to do that and just keep my expansion boxes with each character in. So anyway, that's a quick look at Tink, and basically I'm going to have a look at the other character and then try and get a solo game in today and try and get the rules reset in my brain. And so far I'm really liking what I'm seeing, I'm liking what I'm reading. Very excited to actually get a 4-player game of this going.